I get it. When you're about to spend a few $100 on a TV that's going to live outside, you want to be sure you're not just buying a fancy picture frame that will melt in the sun. I've been talking to a couple of friends who just finished decking their backyards and were stuck between a regular indoor set and something that could actually survive a summer rainstorm. The question they keep coming back to is, will it actually work out there, or am I just paying for a marketing label? Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. So let's walk through the real-world scenario that most people in that situation face. You have a patio, a poolside lounge, or maybe a covered porch where you like to watch the game, stream a cooking channel while you grill, or just have a big screen for movie nights under the stars. The biggest pain point is glare. Sunlight can wash out even a decent indoor TV, and then there's the worry that humidity, dust, and the occasional drizzle will ruin the electronics. The Samsung Terrace 65-inch tries to address those exact concerns, and it does a decent job, but it's not a perfect solution for every outdoor setup. First off, the weather-resistant rated badge isn't the same as a waterproof rating you'd see on a marine-grade monitor. Samsung says the panel can handle splashes, dust, and a decent amount of humidity, but you still need some form of shelter for heavy rain or direct exposure to water jets. In practice, I've seen owners mount it under a pergola or a roofed deck, which gives the unit a dry spot while still letting the sun hit the screen. If you're planning to leave it completely exposed, you'll probably need an additional cover or awning. That's the first hidden trade-off. This TV is built for partial sun, not a full-in monsoon. Brightness is where the partial sun outdoor claim matters. Samsung's direct full-array 16-zone backlight with Quantum HDR 32x boost does give the screen enough punch to stay visible when the sun is at a moderate angle. I tested a similar model on a sunny balcony, and while it wasn't as vivid as a high-end indoor QLED, the picture stayed legible without you having to crank the backlight to its max. The anti-glare coating also helps reduce hotspot reflections, which is a blessing when you're watching a football game and the sun's moving across the sky. If you're setting the TV up in a spot that gets full, direct sun for most of the afternoon, you'll still notice some washout, but for a covered patio or a spot that gets shade for a good portion of the day, it performs well. Now, the smart side. Samsung's Tizen OS is the same platform you see on its indoor QLEDs, so you get the usual suite of apps: Netflix, YouTube, Disney+, you name it, plus built-in Alexa. The voice remote works fine on a patio. The speaker can pick up commands even with a little background noise from a grill or a passing lawnmower. Wi-Fi connectivity is solid, and Bluetooth lets you pair a wireless speaker if you want to boost the audio for an outdoor party. The only hiccup is that the remote's IR sensor can be a little temperamental if you're standing far away under bright light, but that's a minor inconvenience compared to having to run a separate streaming box. Who should buy this? If you already have a dedicated outdoor living space, love streaming content while you're outside, and are willing to give the TV a bit of shelter, the Terrace 65-inch hits a sweet spot. It's especially good for families that want a permanent screen for backyard movie nights, or for anyone who hosts sports-watching gatherings and doesn't want to lug a laptop and a projector every time. The wide viewing angle also means you don't have to worry about people sitting at odd spots on a U-shaped patio. The picture stays consistent from the side seats to the center. Who should skip it? First, anyone who lives in an area with heavy rain or high humidity all the time and can't commit to a covered mounting spot. Second, people who are looking for the absolute highest HDR performance for gaming or cinematic viewing. This TV is bright enough for outdoor use, but you'll notice less contrast than a flagship indoor QLED. Lastly, if your budget is tight and you could get a decent indoor TV for the same price, you might be better off buying a cheaper indoor model and installing a protective enclosure rather than paying the premium for the outdoor optimized panel. Let's talk about a couple of practical strengths that become obvious after you actually install the thing. The mounting kit that comes with the unit is robust, designed for wall or ceiling installation with the kind of extra reinforcement you need for a 65-inch panel. The screws are longer, and the frame includes a drainage channel that helps direct any accidental water away from the electronics. I've seen it mounted on a concrete wall with